No, not yet.
Look how cute it is.
That's cute.
Not nice. That is not nice at all.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I've just tried to be like really homely and wholesome at the beginning of this vlog and do all of like, you know, the getting the breakfast and leaving for school kind of thing. I see other creators doing it and I think that looks really good. I really should try and do that myself. I should really give that a go. And then it's a lot of effort, like moving the camera, stopping, starting, changing angle. I see lots of people doing it and it always looks really good, but my golly, that's a lot of effort. And then I was going to do that shot where like I drive off the driveway, and then I was like, yeah, but then I'm going to have to park up down the road and run back up to get my phone, and then all the neighbours are going to think I've lost the plot, because there's other parents getting their kids to school at the same time. They're going to be like, what is that crazy woman over there doing? So I didn't do that shot for you guys, but I hope it turned out okay and you enjoyed a different start to a vlog. And then I took Sienna to Dunelm for breakfast because it just felt like a good idea this morning after I came downstairs to the smell of last night's spaghetti bolognese, because Kev and Reese went to Skittles, as they do every Tuesday night, and they said, oh, leave the spaghetti bolognese, what's left on the cooker, we'll eat it when we get in, of which they did. And then there was just the smell of spaghetti bolognese. So I was like, let's just go to Dunelm for breakfast. And you can't go wrong, because if you spend £4, you get a free kids meal. So I ordered her a cheese toastie, of which she completely freaked out because the cheese was orange. And how can orange cheese be normal? As much as I said to her, Sienna, it's just orange cheese. It's red Leicester. It's fine. She was like, not eating it, not having it, not eating it. That's disgusting. So anyway, we're back home, and I've got an hour. Well, actually, I've got less than that now. I've just been doing a bit of housework before I go and pick Felicity up from school. But I'm currently, the reason I'm holding a felt tip pen is because I'm about to plot on here Kev's days off and holiday through the school holidays, and then come up with some sort of like plan of action, because the school holidays really crept up on us, and it kind of just dawned on Kev on the weekend. He was like, I've not booked any holiday, because we kept meaning to do it. We kept saying we need to sit down and work out dates and then I can book holiday, and you're supposed to give X amount of weeks notice, and that ship has now sailed. So I was like, oh no, I'm going to have to do the whole 6 weeks on my own. But luck should have it that he went into work this morning and got it all sorted, and he does have some days off. So I'm going to plot on here. I'm going to colour coordinate it with dots, coloured dots for when Kev's off. And then when we're going to be going camping, etc., etc., during the holidays. But Felicity is only doing a half day at school. This is air dry clay that I got her from Amazon, which she's absolutely loving.
I'll show you what it does.
It's like cloud dough, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's air dry clay, and it was, I think I paid £13 something for it, and then it went on Prime Day the next day for £11. But you get 36 little tubs of air dry clay, and she's been loving it. Right, you take it over there and do it then. Here, have this one. Yeah. Yeah, I took Sienna, no, not Sienna, that's Sienna. I took Felicity to physio on Monday, and I already knew that her progress had somewhat plateaued, and had planned to speak with the physiotherapist about how she has been at the same spot for quite a while now. So although she's doing really well, and I often get so many lovely comments saying, you know, it's really nice to see Felicity running around and such, her range of motion of her knee hasn't changed, and her foot still doesn't fully go flat to the floor. So if her knee is bent, she could put her foot flat. So we know her foot still does the full bend at the ankle. So if her knee is bent, I can't actually do it with my arms, can I? But if her knee is bent, her foot can go flat. But if her knee is more straight, it still doesn't go fully straight, she can only get her ball of her foot to the ground. So her foot still hovers, her heel still hovers like about that far off the ground. But she can still manage to get around and do life really well, as she is at the moment. But it hasn't changed. It has been at that level for such a while now. So we now only go to physio every 3 weeks rather than weekly. And the physiotherapist said, yes, she has plateaued, and we need to work out why has she plateaued and how can we change things so that she will hopefully start making progress again. Beautiful singing, Sienna. You do need to pop your shoes back on in a minute though, because we need to go and get Lissy. And yeah, she needs to, basically she's spending too much time in fatigue. So fatigue is a symptom, a side effect of CRPS, and she is easily fatigued, she's easily tired. So when she goes to school and then she comes home from school, she's absolutely, like, if she does a full day, she's absolutely shattered, and she comes in from school, she gets on the sofa and that's where she stays. And then the following day, I struggle to get her up because it can be like 8 o'clock in the morning and she's still asleep. And I'm like, come on Felicity, you need to get up, you need to have breakfast, get dressed, get your shoes on, brush your teeth, we've got to leave for school. And it's like a rush to get everything done in half an hour. And I was talking to the physiotherapist about this yesterday, and she's like, it's too much. We need to find a baseline level where she is comfortable and she's not getting fatigued. And then once we find that baseline, we stay at that baseline and then we increase it by 10%. So if you take her to the park and you spend an hour at the park and you come home and she's absolutely shattered and she doesn't want to do anything for the rest of the day, then an hour is too long. So the next time you go to the park, you only stay for half an hour, and if after half an hour she's fine, then that's your baseline. You stay at half an hour and then you work on increasing it slowly. But what school have done is school have gone from, let's do half days, and then, oh, she managed fine at a half day, right, we'll jump up to a full day. So we'll go from 3 hours to 6 hours, and it's just wiped her out, she's fatigued. So she's only going to do how she's basically going to limp over the finish line. This, I don't know, somebody just WhatsApped me, probably Reese. We're going to just limp over the finish line and see out this school year. And then we've got the 6 weeks holidays, but I've now got to try and work out how we're going to have a nice 6 weeks holidays, but at the same time not do more than what Felicity is capable of. It's just really difficult. It's just really, really tricky because you don't know that she's done too much until she's done too much. So you don't know that what you did was too much until you get home and she's either crying because it hurts or she's absolutely shattered, and then you're like, great, I now know that that was too much, but it's, the damage is already done, so to speak. So yeah, I'm going to plot out dates on here for Kev being off, and then work out some fun things to do in the holiday and just try and stagger it out so that it's got plenty of rest days in there as well. And I also still have to go to work on Fridays, so I need to plot that in as well. But that's my plan for the next 10 minutes before I head off to pick up Felicity. Yeah. With the sun shining at long last, it's got me fancying some chicken and halloumi flatbreads for tea. So I've just bobbed over to Aldi. I mean, how good is the placement of that sign? You'd think I'd parked her on purpose. I've just come over to Aldi and I'm going to grab some flatbreads. I've left the girls at home. They're with Summer. They've actually got their pyjamas on. They came in from picking Felicity up, played with air dry clay for a little while, and then they went off and completely destroyed the bathroom. They went upstairs to have a shower, and that's turned into one of those, what they call a shower bath, which means they put the plug in and filled the bath up. And now the bathroom, I just went for a wee before I came out, and I was like, oh Lord, I now need to sort that out when I get home. But yeah, I'm just going to pop in here and get some flatbreads and some halloumi, and then go home and start cooking some yummy summery tea, because I thought we were at that point where we might have to go back to cottage pie. With the way the weather was, it was soon going to be time for cottage pie and beef stew again. So did anyone manage to get themselves any bargains in Amazon Prime Day? Because it's been yesterday and today, hasn't it? Just spoke to my mum on the phone. She was like, oh yeah, I got the dishwasher tablets. And I was like, I looked at those and I did think, are they a good deal? Because I usually buy Sainsbury's dishwasher tablets. They're about £3.25. for, I think it's 18, and this was £11 for 76 Finish Platinum. So apparently, according to my mum, that is an absolute bargain. So I might have a little look before the day's out and see if they're still on that price. But I did get the girls a new tablet each, which I've been needing to get them for ages. But I begrudge paying any of the prices on Amazon for like the Amazon products. So like the, what are they called? What are the music things called? The Echo Dots. The Echo Dots. I always buy those if we need them on a Prime Day deal. Because if you don't buy them on a Prime Day deal, the price is double what it is on a Prime Day deal. And I'm like, well, if they can afford to sell them at that price on Prime Day, you can bet your dollar I'm waiting for Prime Day. But I did manage to get them both a new tablet each, which were 150 down to 80, which I think is blooming brilliant. So they're not so patiently waiting for them to arrive. Yeah, Felicity, you're okay, but Sienna has probably asked me in the region of around 70 times today, what time is her tablet going to be here? And I'm like, well, it will be here sometime between 3:30 and 7:30, because it gives you a 4-hour time slot. And yeah, she is not so patiently waiting, and I'm just hoping that they turn up sooner rather than later, so we can get them set up ready for, well, for this evening, so they can have a bit of a go on them before it's bedtime, because yeah, she's absolutely desperate for it to arrive. And then I've got some new headphones coming for Riley, because you know, the earpod ones, not the Apple ones, because he doesn't have a iPhone, but he lost his, so I've ordered him some new ones of those. And I think that's about all I bought from Prime on the Prime Day deals. I was being good, because why do they do Prime Day right before the summer holidays? Like, that's really bad timing, don't you think? Like, you know, I guess not everyone's got children, but if you're about to embark on 6 weeks with the kids at home and needing to buy new school uniform, then you're probably unlikely going to be splashing out on anything too extravagant just before the summer holidays. And that's tonight's tea all done. I feel like I've shown this meal so many times recently. Like, people are going to start thinking, is that all they eat? Chicken and halloumi and flatbreads. But actually we haven't had it for over a week, but it is definitely a favourite. So yeah, coleslaw again, and some chicken and some halloumi. There's actually only 6 people at home for tea today, which to most people is probably like a big amount or a normal household. But for us, it's like, oh, we've only got to cook for 6.
Yeah, that's so good.
Try it.
Oh, I wouldn't have to like it.
Try a bit. How can you say you don't like it without trying it? It's literally made out of cucumber. You eat cucumber.
Yeah, you rub it, you put it on your finger and you eat it.
So I brought Charlie out for a walk, and I just thought, oh, I'll just check Amazon to see if the tablets have been delivered, because it's almost 7, and it now says they will still be delivered today, sometime before 10 PM. So I'm just wondering how far, was he just rolling behind me? I really hope he wasn't. How far and for how long can I walk for? Because I don't want to go home right now. Definitely a parenting choice that I made wrong was telling them that I'd ordered, or telling Sienna that I'd ordered the tablets, because yeah, she has not stopped going on all blooming day. So I'm hoping they do still arrive today. We have had it before where it said it will arrive by 10 PM, and then 10 PM comes round and then it switches to saying it will arrive tomorrow. So fingers crossed it will be today, because I don't fancy doing this again tomorrow. I really, really don't fancy another day of the constant pestering tomorrow. But it's such a lovely evening for a dog walk, so if I just keep walking and don't go home, then who can blame me? The sun's out. Charlie, you're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Charlie, good boy. What would be super nice is if my children could listen to me like Charlie listens to me. Charlie, are you a good boy? It's like, just get me home. Just get me home. I need a drink. Look what is here. The girls' new tablets.
This one mine and this one Sienna's.
And how excited are you both?
Very. We can all see just Daddy's reflection in there.
Daddy's trying to concentrate to put on your Roblox accounts. And get it all set up so you can't spend any of Mummy and Daddy's money on them.
That's what
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for now.
You're getting Robux.
You get Robux on the weekend, but we've got to make sure that you can't like just, you know, buy whatever you want off of Amazon, because that would be disastrous, wouldn't it? Are you happy, Sienna?
Yeah.
How happy?
Very. Where will my cabinet cake on?
Oh, I haven't ordered the cases yet. I need to order the
I got them
cases.
on Saturday.
Oh, you ordered them, have you?
You said you ordered them.
No, I forgot.
Are you waiting for a bus? Because I am.
No, I'm not. I'm just coming.
I need to go to the little shop.
I'm just going home, okay?
I'm going to the little shop so I can get some food. Because I'm hungry though.
Oh, I'm tracking the boss, you know.